BoomCo Rapid Badness Review. Included is the blaster, the clip, a bunch of ammo, the target with the instructions, as well as a round. This blaster is a BoomCo blaster. It fires BoomCo ammo. Video annotation up here if you'd like to see a video comparison of this and Elite darts or Nerf darts. But to be clear, this blaster does not fire foam or Nerf darts. So this blaster is the fully automatic clip-fed air blaster in the BoomCo line. Definitely tons of fun to use, so I'll go over the external features, show you how it works, and then give you my opinion. Starting from the front, up here is a BoomCo shield system, so if you push the button here, the little shield opens, and darts actually stick to this white material. So if you want to collect your enemy's darts or make up some type of game type saying it only counts if you hit the shield, you can definitely do that. And if you don't want to do that, it is attached to a BoomCo rail here, so you can just pull it off and not use it. Moving back, here's the pump handle. This is actually how you charge or prime the blaster. You pump it 18 times. And if you can hear that, the overpressure valve kicks in the rear here. That means if you're pumping, it's not helping at all. You should probably just stop and now you can fire. Right here is your clip feeding port and your clip. Included with the blaster is a 20-round clip, but it's also usable with the 8-round clip from another BoomCo blaster. They are interchangeable. Nerfers are going to say this is a clip or a magazine. Technically this is a clip. I'm probably going to make the mistake and accidentally call it a magazine just by Nerf habits, but I do intend to say clip, because by definition this is not a magazine, it is in fact a clip. Loading the clip into the blaster is pretty straightforward. There is a painted arrow right there, meaning it feeds into the blaster that direction. You line up the little ridges and you actually just push it in, and now you're set to go. And once you push it auto-feeds by itself. Moving back, there's another BoomCo rail up here. I don't know of any other accessories that you could put up there, but eventually maybe they'll release some cool stuff. Right here, there's a cool feature. This little button is actually an air release. If you're done playing for the day and you want to kill your air tank and deplete the air, you can pull the trigger down and actually push this button. You can hear all of the air being released out of the air tank, which means it's no longer pressurized. Moving back, the trigger is pretty smooth. Because it's an air gun, it doesn't feel like a trigger on a spring blaster, obviously, but it is smooth, no complaints on the trigger design. The grip, however, I'm definitely not a fan of. It's very small, it's a little sharp, they don't fill at the edges there. It's not as ergonomic as I'm used to with other toy blasters. Overall, I can't complain that much, especially compared to some of the other BoomCo blasters, which are just terrible for adult hands. But if you have a smaller hand, like if you're a child, this is definitely going to be comfortable. If you're an adult, it's in the middle. It's not super comfortable, but it's not terrible. So operating the blaster is pretty straightforward. You pump the blaster 18 times, you load up the clip, you set it in, and then you can fire. Show you some firing tests. .44, 42, 38, 45, 40, 47, 41. If you couldn't tell from the test, this blaster does not fire as hard or as far as other BoomCo blasters, so you're definitely going to get outranged by other BoomCo blasters in unmodified form, which is kind of a bummer because full auto fire is tons of fun. So that's the overview. I'll get to my opinion. Overall, I think this blaster is tons and tons of fun to use. It's definitely very gratifying to hear the sound of full auto air blaster. It sounds awesome. It's definitely fun to use, but realistically it doesn't perform as well as other BoomCo blasters, and especially as well as other blasters like Nerf blasters, to actually use it in a Nerf war. That is rather unfortunate because playing with this blaster is loads of fun. I don't really have complaints on the function of the blaster, like how it operates, the smoothness, or anything like that. Ergonomically it could be a little better, but it's definitely unique and very cool, and it's a blast to use. Performance-wise, it's simply not there. So I can't really recommend it based on performance. So if you're looking for a full auto BoomCo blaster to not necessarily play with other people and actually try to defeat them in a Nerf game, I could recommend this just to have fun, to tinker, to plinker, to do whatever you want with a Nerf toy. Not Nerf toy, BoomCo toy, whatever. We can just call them all Nerf guns and just shut up about it. So that's my review and opinion. Thanks for watching.